y'all? I'm your girl, Broken Raw, and today's show is gonna be crazy. Pull up those lawn chairs and sit your butts in them. This is your front row ticket to the 2010 remake of the underground classic, The Crazies.
It's gonna be wild.
Nearly all of the movies we talk about on Terror in the Tropics can be found on Netflix, but you will need to be able to access Netflix's global library. It's so cheap. Click the link to watch our how-to video and thank me later. Today on Terror in the Tropics, we're showcasing the American horror film remake of The Crazies, directed by Breck Eisner. Eisner is actually the son of the former Disney CEO Michael Eisner. Breck has actually only done 4 movies in 25 years. There was a little TV and a few commercials, but not the kind of repertoire a working man would have. But I don't want to be too hard on him. I mean, he's done a bang-up job on this film. He has a keen eye for tension driving and suspense. And his modest budget of $20 million was nearly tripled in worldwide returns.
What happened with Sahara?
We don't really talk about that one. The Crazies is a hidden gem of the horror genre that deserves more recognition than it receives.
Nothing?
Nope. Some of you might know that this is a remake. The 1973 film of the same name was written and directed by none other than the father of the zombie horror genre, George A. Romero.
You worms! Kneel before your master!
George Romero was truly the originator of the modern zombie movie. His 1969 classic, Night of the Living Dead, literally,
figuratively,
put the modern zombie movie on the map. This story is similar to the original, but the remake veers quite a bit from the original storyline. This first film was set in real town, Evans City, Pennsylvania. This one in a fictional town in Iowa. The original followed a band of characters, a pregnant nurse, her husband who was a retired Green Beret, and their friend. This remake follows the pregnant town doctor, who's played by Rhoda Mitchell, her husband, who's played by Timothy Oliphant, the perpetual sheriff character.
How many is it now?
And his best friend, the deputy, played by Joe Anderson. But it all tucks pretty cleanly under the original premise. The congruent elements are that the town becomes afflicted by a biological agent that turns those infected into violent killers.
Not zombies?
Well, sort of, not really. Overall, while The Crazies shares some thematic elements with traditional zombie films, such as societal collapse and the struggle for survival in the face of a deadly outbreak, its infected characters differ in their origin, behavior, and even certain characteristics. It's not a zombie film.
It is or it isn't.
It isn't. These distinctions contribute to the film's unique
non-zombie zombie
atmosphere and make it a standout in the horror genre. 1. Origin of infection. Unlike traditional zombie narratives where the walkers died and then reanimated due to a viral outbreak, radiation, or some other supernatural cause, the infected in The Crazies are still technically alive. They are victims of kind of a biological weapon. As a result, those exposed to the contamination become increasingly violent and irrational. But they do not die and then reanimate like zombies. 2. Behavior and intelligence. While zombies typically exhibit mindless and instinctual behavior, often driven by a desire to consume flesh or spread the infection, the infected individuals in The Crazies retain some level of intelligence. They are capable of using tools, setting traps, and strategizing to kill or capture their victims. This adds an extra layer of unpredictability and danger, as they are not bound by the typical limitations of mindless zombies. 3. Speed and agility. In many zombie films, the undead are depicted as slow-moving and lumbering creatures.
Shambling. The word is shamblers. And what? I guess we're not talking Zack Snyder faster than a mother zombie.
The infected in The Crazies are agile and fast, making them more formidable adversaries. This makes escape and survival even more challenging for the protagonist, as they're constantly pursued by relentless and swift attackers. But technically, Zack Snyder already did that with zombies, a couple of times. 4. Progression of infection. In the crazies, the progression of the infection varies among individuals. Some become crazed and violent almost immediately after exposure, while others show symptoms gradually over time.
Ben.
Oh, snap!
This certainly adds an element of suspense, as characters might not realize they are infected until it's too late. Beyond its surface scares, The Crazies also offers a thought-provoking commentary on government secrecy and the consequences of unchecked power. As authorities attempt to contain the outbreak by any means necessary, the lines between hero and villain blur, forcing characters and audiences alike to question who can be trusted in times of crisis. What? Click the link below and rent The Crazies tonight. Hope you enjoy. If you're a member of Netflix Global, you know what to do. To learn more about Netflix Global and how to access all of these movies via Netflix, click this video. Or, for more of me tonight, touch right here.